PodcastCentral.
Hey yo, what's up everyone? It's been a while. Probably like almost, I don't think it was a year, but it's been some months. It's your boy Rose, we're back. And welcome to Podcast Central. It's been a long ass time, but like we got like so much news, so many things going on. It's crazy. And I'm here with your boy Pingsley.
Yo.
And we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff today.
Yeah, lots of stuff to talk about.
And I guess we could start off with the first thing, which is the alleged partner showcase that is coming to us directly to us this week, apparently. Something about Nate the Hate basically saying that we're going to be seeing a partner showcase, but everyone's not so sure. What they're projecting is like it's going to be on the 5th, so there's a lot of things going into that. First and foremost, it's kind of just like it's disappointing because it's like a partner showcase and Nintendo should be showing, their own stuff, but like you take what you can get from this. I don't know how you feel about this, Kingsley.
How do I feel about this? Well, how I feel about it is I don't think it's the correct time for a partner showcase right now, but to be fair, we have been seeing a lot of updates and stuff for games that would have been for a general direct, like we saw with Donkey Kong Country not Tropical Freeze, Donkey Kong Country Returns, that had an update with they added Dixie Kong and they added like some new extra game content. What was it? Some other games got some updates as well, like Splatoon 3. It also got like a major, like it got a significant update that actually changes the game. What else got an update? I know we also got like an overview trailer of the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Mario Wonder, which showed off like the new content, not everything yet. I guess we're just gonna have to wait when it comes out, but it showed off some of the new content in Bella Bell Park. It showed off like a lot of the multiplayer stuff, which it looks really good. I'm not really into Mario Wonder for the multiplayer side. I mostly like the single player content, so let's see. I guess we'll see how much interesting single player content it does have. They did add the Koopalings, so we'll see what goes on for there. What else did they announce during January? Yeah, they were just shadow dropping a bunch of stuff during January, which is why it kind of makes sense why they are doing a partner showcase, allegedly, because it's just like they've been dropping stuff all of January, just randomly. Like we had the Tomodachi Direct.
Yeah,
the Tomodachi Life Direct.
That is true. Yeah. Tomodachi is coming out very, very soon. Isn't that also April? Yeah, it is April.
Is it April?
I think it's April. It's not. It's
April 16th. Yeah.
That whole month is stacked. There's too much stuff coming out then.
Yeah.
You got that, the movie. Shit. It's so much to keep track of. But hey, Tomodachi Life is pre-ordered, so I don't have to worry about that. But to be honest,
it's funny how they restricted.
Oh, huh?
So,
no, go.
I was gonna say it's funny how the minute after they put out this Tomodachi Life Direct, they were like, okay, so about sharing stuff online, we're gonna restrict how we do how you're able to put stuff online for Tomodachi Life, which is so funny.
As I
feel like
before,
they just
they don't want another Chef Kawasaki in a bikini like Kirby Air Riders. Like they don't want that. They don't want anything ludicrous out there. So of course they're gonna keep everyone on a leash.
Like they don't want people to have like P. Diddy on their island.
Most definitely. I mean, I don't think that would be the problem. Like you could add any like celebrity to like Tomodachi Life. Like I don't think that's the problem. I just think like creating maps and like doing specific designs might be the thing. Like, you don't want to walk around and someone's wearing like a phallic suit, or like they're wearing a sweater that's full with cheeks. Like, no one wants to see that. So knowing
Their
Nintendo,
whole
they're just
island
like,
is shaped
no.
like a phallus.
Yeah, so you're just like, what the fuck is Nintendo? Please take this down. And they're just like, damn. Well, we've been monitoring your activity, so we're just gonna just delete your whole Switch. That's it. We're blowing it up.
But it's weird because they never did that with Animal Crossing, and it has some of the same elements, like the whole terraforming and stuff. Like, they never restricted Animal Crossing like that.
It feels like
Maybe it's because you can use. Maybe it's because you can make Miis that look like real people, which is why they're restricting it.
I mean, that's possible. That could be one reason, but it feels like Animal Crossing, when it comes to terraforming, from what I've played, because it's been a while, but I came back to my island just to see how it was. Terraforming's kind of limited, and since Tomodachi Life has you have like this top-down view, not like Animal Crossing where, like, you know, the world's kind of like in this view of you moving around and you're visually looking at it and it's top-down from that perspective, but you yourself, you are, you know, I guess in Tomodachi Life, you count as a player as well, because, you know, you're you. And like in the first Tomodachi Life, you would have your lookalike, so your Mii is supposed to be a representation of you, so you kind of are in the world as well. So maybe like you are doing the terraforming without it being a hassle of you making a piece of land and then slapping it there, because that's what you have to do. And maybe it's easier for you to just do that by just making like a square and putting it somewhere, and then, you know, making the layout of the road and all that. Maybe it's just simpler in this game than it isn't in Animal Crossing, to the point where they're just like, okay, maybe we have to, because you saw that you can make your island look however you want it. If you wanted to make it look like it's all sweet and it has candies, you could literally do that, no problem.
Yeah,
by just designing it, by just drawing, which is something that the original Tomodachi didn't have you do. You could draw on the faces of like characters when they went to sleep, but that's stretching it. I'm surprised they didn't even add I don't think they showed it in the trailer. There is no like concert area, no concert hall or whatever it's called in the first Tomodachi game, where you can have all your Miis sing. You don't have that, I don't think. So that
maybe they haven't shown that yet. Maybe they just never talked about it because it wasn't important to show in that yet. Maybe it is in there.
It could be. And then knowing that, like, you know, updates, they could just be like, next month we're dropping this, and it's like, damn, it could have been the full game.
Yeah, they do that a lot, don't they?
They hold content and they're just like drip feed.
Now, see, that begs the question: is like the Mii creator a step above Miitopia's Mii creator, or is it a step below?
Probably the same.
Because I remember seeing people do crazy stuff with Miitopia's Mii creator.
Considering that you can make a bear, a life-size bear in the game, I'd assume that it's like the same, similar-ish. And since it has a different art style and aesthetic, like the Mii's kind of look, they don't look glossy. They have like this shading on it that is very different.
Yeah, cell shading. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Cell shaded characters instead of what they were doing for Miitopia, which they kind of looked more realistic. So there's that. So they're going for a different style, which everyone likes. So it's not bad. They're doing their justice with the game. So it's starting out to look pretty good. But for the partner showcase, depending on what we see there, is kind of make or break, I guess. I'm not sure what they're intending to do. Well, it's not what Nintendo's intending to do. It's what they're putting to the forefront of their partners. Like, what are they going to deliver? I'm expecting content from like Squeenix, because like they haven't really done that much. They announced like what are we waiting for? Are we waiting for like Dragon Quest still?
What is it? The Dragon Quest 12?
Yeah, I think.
Are you talking about the news game, or are you talking about the
newest
remake
game,
that's on its way?
Not the 2D ones, but they could show a trailer and be like, well, it's on the way, but then we have a special announcement, and then it's like, wow, Dragon Quest 12 is finally, we're gonna show you a smidget, and it's like, damn, we've been waiting so long. Well, I haven't been waiting so long because I don't play Dragon Quest, But
What else? I mean, sorry. I didn't mean to say what else. What? Why do you think they would show like the new Dragon Quest in the partner showcase instead of like doing their own Square Enix showcase?
I mean, do they do their own showcases? I mean, usually it would be smart. It would be a smarter move to join in for like showcases like for example, State of Play, Xbox events whenever they have it. I forgot what they call it because not really an
Xbox
guy.
Direct.
There you go. That's what it's called. Like just that. They don't have.
I think so. I think it's called Xbox Direct.
They should have just called it the box, but like they're.
Oh, I think it's called Developer Direct.
Okay, so they could
Xbox
do like
Developer Direct.
Yeah, like that. So they could have all these things at Developer Directs to like show that there's content coming to these consoles, these systems. While I mean, they could theoretically do that, but like I don't think people are gonna watch it as much as Nintendo, because Nintendo kind of led this whole train, this whole theory, this whole idea that you can just put all your games together, showcase them in a mini video, and have like quirky talks to like have a parasocial relationship between the developers, the biggest people in the companies, and then the consumer. And so everyone's trying to copy that. For them to do that is kind of like I wouldn't watch a Square Enix Direct if they ever did one. However, it would be cool to see them in directs. That's what I would look forward to. So that's why I feel like they wouldn't do that. The only reason why I'm expecting Dragon Quest is because we haven't seen that much, except for the 2D remakes, which is like, if they're about to come out, then this would be the perfect time to show them. And if they're still in the oven, then I guess show more gameplay. But then again, you still have a lot of Dragon Quest content coming soon. So they could just be like, hey, yo, remember these games are coming out very soon. This newer game is coming out. And then, yes, still look forward to Dragon Quest 12 that is on the horizon. So I think that would make sense. Another thing is like Kingdom Hearts actually getting an actual realized release for Nintendo consoles. And I know we have the cloud versions, and that's not good enough for me. I could take my Steam Deck, however, it's big and I don't want to carry it around, and since we're not doing that much traveling, I don't want to carry that bulky thing anywhere when I could just carry my Switch. Theoretically, you could say it's the same, but I'd rather have Kingdom Hearts 3 on my Switch 2 natively and enjoy myself like that. But to each their own. And maybe we can have something extra with it, because if we get like the whole thing, maybe throw in a bone. It's wishful thinking, but I would like to have at least a new release or a re-release of Recoded and Days on it, if they can. If they can't, like, spruce it up and make it online to where you can play with your friends, which would be very, very cool, like Dream Drop Distance, then I guess it's just going to be a port of those games, and I'm just gonna have to eat it. But that's the grapevines that people are talking about when it comes to like Square Enix news, that they're trying to push that, because it just makes sense to keep Kingdom Hearts in the hearts of everyone since 4 is coming. So we'll just have to see that, and I'm pretty sure when we get 4 down the line, we'll see that it's coming to the Switch eventually. Other than that, for Square, that's what I'm expecting. I don't know what else they're gonna do, because I know they just dropped Final Fantasy VII, the remake, on the Switch. 90 gigs straight, drop fresh.
It's 90 gigabytes, really?
Yeah, 90 gigabytes off your shit.
Wow.
You download it or die. So you gotta pick. I seen people like shit themselves because they're just like, wow, I don't have that much space. I have to delete all my games now. And me buying like a 2 terabyte, I'm like, I could get it, but like I'm not playing that. Like I maybe, but like I bought it so many times. I'm wondering when I'm just gonna get to it, but I'm not playing on my PS4. So it's just forever unbeaten until I buy it again. But I don't think I'm ready for that 90 gigabyte game. Maybe
I
when
mean,
they
like,
give us a 3 TB.
I mean, like, I'd rather just play it on my PC and save the storage space for games that are exclusive to Switch that make sense for me to buy on there. Because reality is, like, for like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, if you're a Switch only gamer, right, this stuff matters more to you because you don't have any other platform to play stuff on. So Kingdom Hearts coming natively, like you were saying before, I think it definitely should happen. Obviously, for only Switch 2, because maybe Switch 1 can't handle that, so probably just Switch 2 only. So this is really only gonna be major for the people that are only playing on Switch, and I think they do deserve a native port of, you know, Kingdom Hearts. And with Final Fantasy VII remake, it's only the first game. They haven't announced like Rebirth, which is the sequel, on it yet, to my knowledge. But it's definitely gonna show up eventually. So Square Enix, yeah, they definitely could have like they definitely could potentially show like, oh, Kingdom Hearts Integral Masterpiece port for the Switch 2, Dragon Quest 12, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on its way. That's all I could realistically see them showing. I mean, they also have The Adventures of Elliot. I remember that is a game that is also from Square. That is,
yeah, I forgot I gotta pre-order that. That's the only game I actually want out of the 2D games that they're releasing. That's
it looks fun.
That's going in there. You can like slide. I played the demo a little bit. You can like slide and you could like bump into the wall, hurt yourself. It's kind of funny, and the characters have like cool banter. Definitely an interesting drop I will be playing. Thank you, Square. You finally did something that I actually want to play. that's you know, other than Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. I don't think I'm touching Dragon Quest, but like, yeah, fans got it.
Right.
Other than that, realistically, I'm not expecting anything else except for like one thing, because we did talk about like Bloodborne a while back. But like,
yeah. What about it?
We got a Souls-like coming. The Dusk Bloods.
Yes, the Dusk Bloods.
And like, when you gave me the news that they were like, like some of the info came out about the game where it's like player versus everyone. It's kind of just like, what the fuck is going on here? This is not what we were expecting. So like, I'm not sure what they're gonna do.
I don't know if it's gonna be some like a Fortnite situation where it's just like, you know, you're going against other players, but then there's also enemies all over the maps and stages. I have no idea what they're doing, because From Software has been experimenting a lot lately with their formula, especially after Elden Ring. They've just kind of been doing whatever. Like, we have Elden Ring Night Rain, which is like a roguelite kind of bite-sized Elden Ring experience, and it seems like it's fun from what I've seen. Now we have the Dusk Bloods, which honestly I feel like everybody who was like a From Software fan, we all thought like, oh, is this a spiritual successor to Bloodborne? And then you see like the description of it, it's just like, oh man, it's more multiplayer focused, which me personally, I never really engaged in the multiplayer aspects of Bloodborne. I don't care about that. Or sorry, not Bloodborne, Souls games in general. I've never been a fan of the multiplayer aspects. I just played a single player. I just like that.
Yeah,
that's it. So for it to be fully like multiplayer focused, I am not really into that. But it could be a fun game though. It still could be a fun game. We haven't seen that much gameplay or much of it in general, so I'm cautiously optimistic. Hopefully it actually comes through and it's a really good game. I mean, it's a From Software game, so I know it's going to be good, but like, hopefully good enough for me to want to buy it.
Yeah.
So they do have a partner showcase. I definitely think they're going to show that.
Or they could just not show anything, and then we'll still be in the dark, and then, you know, we'll get drip feed. You open up Google and you have you know, these internet news outlets hitting the, hey, we got more information from Software.
Just like, bro, why am I getting the news from them when I want the news from the company that's making the game.
No, you can get it from us, and yeah, it's just gonna be multiplayer only. There's no single player. You're just like, fuck.
Guess I'm not buying it.
Okay.
I would only buy it unless like a majority of our friends buy it, but a majority of our friends don't even have the Switch 2, so
we're slowly getting it, slowly but surely.
Yeah, slowly.
Well, technically, yeah. Well, we got one person on the way, so whenever he gets it, he gets it.
But yeah. So I mean, what else could they show in the partner showcase? I mean, like I said, I'm still holding out hope that it's not a partner showcase. If I'm being honest,
it's a partner showcase.
I don't want it to be a partner showcase, but it's gonna be a partner showcase.
It's too late. All of Twitter knows is a partner showcase. We're cooked.
Why start off the year with a partner showcase, bro? Like, this is... Come on.
Listen, it could be worse. We could not have anything and then go to, like, March, and then we get something. So you just gotta take what it
bro,
is.
Why do I have to be grateful? They're supposed to be selling to me.
Listen, they're gonna show us. They're gonna show us mid for like 30 minutes, and then we just gonna eat it because it might end on the worst note ever. It could end on like the best note, or it could just be like another game of the year situation. We get hit with the best game of all time, a hero shooter. Woohoo! On Nintendo platform. Holy shit! Oh, wait a minute. That gives me an idea. They could just announce that Marvel Rivals is actually
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that.
Forever, dog. See, that would be a game changer. I'll get on Marvel Rivals on Switch. I'll get it. They gotta put it on Switch and Switch 2. That it has to run like dog.
Whoa,
only
Switch.
because.
To be fair, it's on PS4.
That's what I mean. That's what I was getting at. You got it. Because like if they made it run on PS4 and it runs terribly. It was like Fortnite running on Switch the first time around they first dropped it and the trees wouldn't load up. People had like unfinished textures and Rivals. Yeah, they gotta put that on Switch. I'm pretty sure the Switch can run it fine. You're probably gonna have to like lower down your graphic settings. Other than that, you should be good to play it, but like people are gonna probably beat you unless you're like really good. There's mobile players that play better than PC players in Fortnite, so I'm pretty sure someone will demolish anyone on Rivals. Especially for Switch, they got that in the bag. That's what I'm expecting.
If they add mouse mode support,
oh yeah,
it could be a game changer.
They're gonna add mouse. I think that's gonna be necessary anyway, especially since like you got Wolverine. See, that will make me want to play on it because like I don't want to play with specific controls. If they have it mapped like it's mouse mode and has specific controller modifications, that means that alleviates me using like a keyboard and mouse, and I can just play Spider-Man or Wolverine or like Black Panther with no problem, because those characters you need to have like actual good movement with your mouse. So Nintendo beat them to the punch realistically. It's the best of both worlds right there. Well, that's if they do that. I don't think that's coming. Realistically, that's the only thing I'm seeing. It's just those few games. Other than that, I'm not really looking for things specifically from other people, because if I was really looking, I would be like, hey, I want Rayman to come back, but we see Ubisoft stocks right now is bad. They're making terrible decisions and they high off something, so I don't know what they're doing.
Don't get me started on Ubisoft, bro. Canceling games left and right. Talking about, Rayman's coming back, but actually that is a good. Wait, what'd you say?
Aren't they shutting down like studios as well?
That one I'm not.
I thought they were downsizing. I thought they were like doing some reconstruction right now with the company.
Their broke ass might just do that. I wouldn't be surprised, because they canceled the Sands of Time remake, and another thing, there is rumors of like a Rayman 30th anniversary thing or whatever anniversary thing on the horizon. So maybe Ubisoft would show that at a partner showcase, like, we're getting like a remaster of Rayman 1 and 2 and 3 or something like that. I don't know. That could be possible.
Wait, did we get Guilty Gear Strive on Switch yet?
No. Oh wait, maybe?
No, we gotta get together. I'm thinking about the wrong thing. I'm talking about Garo. That's what I was talking about. Garo. That's what I
Oh,
wanted to
you're
talk
talking
about.
about Garo too?
Yeah,
Did we get City of Wolves? Let me check. City of Wolves. It is on. No, it is not. It's on PS4, PS5, PC, and Xbox.
Well, you already know what we need. All you have to say it. we need Garo, City of the Wolves on Switch. Will that make me buy it? I don't know. I didn't even buy it yet. Well, no, actually, I think I did. I just didn't touch it because they're still rolling out DLC. Because I know they're still adding your brothers to the game.
The fact that they're DLC is mind-boggling to me, bro.
Gotta pay up that $5, bro. Pay up that $5.
They got me fucked up.
Listen, I have to pay for Ken. I think Ken is like the coolest addition. That man's insane. Straight out of Street Fighter 6.
Oh yeah, he is in Veil Fury, isn't he?
Yep. Everyone's just crossing
Yeah.
over.
It's funny because it's like you think like, oh, I'm getting games that I've been asking for a while, but then I just don't end up buying them, and I'm just like, somehow I'm just not that as interested as I thought I would be. I don't know why. Maybe I would have to play it to see if I really do enjoy it. But I have, like, I saw Garo 2 come, well, City of Wolves, and I was like, oh shoot, yes. But then when they finally came out, I'm like, I didn't even buy it. I'm like, huh, why didn't I buy it?
Well, maybe I wouldn't say it's the hype, because realistically, we did enjoy the first Garo, so it's not that. It's more so maybe it's just fighting games in general because I fell out as well, because like it's cool, and then sometimes you just get frustrated when you're just playing the game, because like I had a flow state with Street Fighter 6, and even with that it was kind of just like I'm playing and the story mode was great. I didn't like how it ended. It made me feel sad, but like realistically it was fun for a time, and then I just got drained out. I fucking love it, Bison shit. But like I had to take a break. But I can always go back to the old games. Maybe it's just the new fighting games that I'm drawn out, because like I can turn on Garo and just play for fun. It's not hard. But maybe it's me learning the new system. Maybe that's why it wasn't clicking with me, because you have like the new parry system and all that. But like, it's still Garo. Didn't really change as much. But I think I'm waiting for more content. I think that's what's happening for me. I want all the content to be there, and then I'll come back.
Maybe that's why. Because with old games, well, I won't say that with certain fighting games, because Street Fighter used to just make multiples of the same game, but they just add more content and they just tweak things and balance stuff. So in the current day, that's just what patches are now. But like for the most part, most of like all the characters are there. It's not just like, oh, we're gonna add this, then this and that character.
Yeah,
all the characters are there. But now the new model is to drip feed characters every year, season passes and stuff like that. So
yeah, like
I think that's probably why
that comes out.
Yeah,
plus stage, plus tracks.
Like you were just talking about Tekken 8 getting season 3, right?
Yeah.
Like they just drip feeding stuff. Street Fighter 6 drip feed stuff. So that's just how it is. It's not only to maintain the life of the game. Like, yeah. So
there's also a rumor that we're also getting a regular Nintendo Direct. A regular Nintendo Direct coming in February or March from two leakers, which is Attack the Backlog and Nash Weedle. There's a Pokemon right there, you see. So how do you feel about us getting a partner showcase and then we have to wait to get a Nintendo Direct when the partner showcase can be in February or March?
I really don't believe it, but I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me because it's just like, why make a partner showcase and then have a general direct? Why not just put it all in one? That'd be much better, right? Just make it a general direct. Why have a partner showcase then a general direct? The only way I could see another direct happening is if it's like a Nindies direct. But a general direct and a partner showcase sounds really weird, especially in the same time frame. It just, I don't know, it's very off.
I think it's due to the fact that if you are showcasing other games, realistically, you don't want to have these other Nintendo properties shadow out, partner games, because they also deserve light too. Because you notice that when we get regular directs, they'll have snippets of games across the screen when they have here's some Nintendo Switch or Switch 2 titles, and they'll just throw them at you just rapidly. They're just like rapid fire. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now here's something special from Nintendo, and then we'll give you another special thing from Nintendo, and then rapid fire again. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, now we have one more thing from Nintendo, and then they'll give you the last thing of the direct, which it'll end on Fire Emblem, and then everyone's tight. But I guess they're trying to not do that, so they want to give the partner showcase to actually get people excited about what their friends are doing.
I mean,
I think it's fair. I don't think it's that bad that we're getting it a little bit later. It's only a month, but it's between February and March, so like realistically it could be coming this month, so it wouldn't be that bad of a wait because they're probably just prepping everything. Whether or not it have anything good for the regular Nintendo Direct, that's where the issues lie, because like we could just get nothing, like absolutely. It could be like the most nothing Nintendo Direct ever. Who knows if this will be like where Nintendo goes downhill in terms of content wise, because we started off the year of the Switch 2 pretty good.
I mean, how I see it is like if it have like two or three big games, or at least decently sized games, like let's say a 3D Mario. Like they just Splatoon Raiders. We have no idea what Splatoon Raiders is about.
I'm gonna be so honest with you. I'm like, I've reached the point of like Splatoon hunger where I'm not hungry anymore. There's I don't even hate Splatoon. It's not. I just ran out of love. Like when it first came out back during Wii U, pretty sure it was like 2014, 2013, around that time. And I was in high school and I got it. That was like my bread and butter. Every day I'd come home and play it. Switch 2 was kind of a similar thing, because when I got it, I was still playing Salmon Run and all that, so the novelty was there. And then when they added Octo expansion, that changed the whole landscape of what I thought Nintendo could do for like a game. Just dropping DLC, and then it's good, and then you have to beat it to play a character. I 100%ed it before I even left, like the whole thing. So like, it was crazy. It made me want to play the whole thing, and I don't think a game has done that for me, to where you had a DLC which was crucial for you to be able to play as Octolings, because people wanted other races to play. They didn't want to play as Inklings. Like, it'd be cool, but like I'd like to play as another race that can go in Ink, and so Octolings was the choice. You do that, and you get to the surface, and then you get a whole new playable character. They had hairstyles, even had stuff for black people, because you know. Octopus, you had the octopus afro. Like, they gave you actual, hairstyles that, go with the character, and everything fit. It was good. It was a good time. 3, it came and went. I'm not sure if it was the story I wasn't jiving with, because Splatoon stories is just like DJ Octavio comes back and he starts beating your ass, and he sends his whole army to beat you. Everyone's mind controlled, or everyone's doing it because they're controlled by something else, and then you beat them, beat the stage. Sometimes they have good bosses, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not, and then you just go to online and play. It's like a typical Call of Duty experience for the Call of Duty heads. For me, it was kind of just like the same thing from 2, so it wasn't that big of a difference than the jump to 2 from 1. So the Raiders is kind of like knowing Nintendo's track record with like these games, they've been like open world so like I'm expecting this game to be somewhat open world. I just don't know what they're gonna do and if it's gonna be online. I hope it's a single player experience, but like the DLC for like Splatoon 3 Side Order was just like roguelike Splatoon, and that's fine, but like I didn't like how slow it was, because like all roguelikes ideally are slow, but for some reason Splatoon 3 Side Order, oh god. Once I beat it, I was like, I'm not finishing it, which is hilarious because 2 did not do that for me when it came to the story mode. I wanted to complete everything before I left the service. They did something there that I didn't jive with, and after that I left the experience like, it was okay. If I had rated, it'd be like a 7 out of 10 for the whole package.
A 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10 for the whole package. So I'm not sure if they can surprise me with Raiders, since we don't have anything on it. And it's funny because I feel like you know how Nintendo's been like doing the open world thing, and you just looked at their games and they're like, what if it was open world? It's like Mario Kart. What if it was open world? Let's do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. So maybe they're kind of like probably thinking on it, seeing what they can do to spice it up, because the reception for Mario Kart World was kind of meh. People want a racing experience. I kind of don't want to drive around and just take pictures. It's not what I do for Mario Kart. I'm trying to take lives. That's like if you make a Mario Party game and then it's like, you gotta run to like the board maps. It's like, who's doing all this? Or like the maps are extremely long and you can jump to another map. I mean, I guess, but like people want the regular experience to these games. I think the gimmick is being lost. I don't even think it's a gimmick. It's just like they're trying to make this open world thing work. I'm just scared because seeing Splatoon with a big map. Obviously, you can have a big map when you're like doing story mode and exploring, you know, different sections of the map, unlocking these kettles to jump in to go to stages. But like when it's just like open world Splatoon, that doesn't. I don't feel anything. I'm just looking at the screen like, okay. The video turned on, it turned off.
I feel like open world only works for specific specific franchises, because trying to put open world, well, I wouldn't even say open world. It's more like big expansive worlds, because not like we see like Donkey Kong Bonanza, it's not open world, but it has some of that design mentality of openish world design, where it's just like, what do you sacrifice? Like, you sacrifice certain things when you have that kind of design. Like, you don't have like very well, obviously it's non-linear level design, so it's just like it doesn't feel as structured, it doesn't feel as satisfying to do, because there's so many like side tangents you're going off doing instead of just focusing on one thing. I think that's why I really like 3D World a lot, because it's just like, it's just no frills, it's just 3D platforming. You collect some stuff every so often, but like that's about it. You still engage and explore through the level, but it's basically a straight A to B. But with like Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Donkey Kong Bonanza, that ilk, you're doing pretty much whatever you want. And the things that you sacrifice sometimes isn't as good as like a straight up linear game. Now, Splatoon, I can't pretend like I know anything about Splatoon, so I don't know how that would work, especially since we don't know what Splatoon Raiders is, if it's a single player experience, a multiplayer experience. It's looking like it's a single player experience, to be honest, but I don't know. An open world Splatoon game, it could potentially be cool, but it probably sounds like it could be like a 3D Mario type deal, where it's like It's open levels, like open sandboxes, and you probably explore them and do stuff in them. It could be like that instead.
I mean, that could work. I'm just gonna see how it is in execution. I don't even think I have an issue with trying it out. I just Splatoon spinoff.
I feel like a Splatoon spinoff was needed. Especially because it's just like, especially when you were saying like 2 and 3, like especially they both came out on the same console, and we were saying what they feel similar to each other.
Yeah, they feel similar.
Yeah, so it's just like I feel like Splatoon is probably going through like the Call of Duty thing where a lot of their games are starting to feel similar. And it's just like, especially, you're going to feel it more with Splatoon 2 and 3 because they were both on the same console. So it's just like, okay, so it's just Splatoon 2, but better. Or worse, I don't know, I haven't played it. But yeah, so it's just like Splatoon 4 straight away, it's just going to be like, we just had Splatoon 3, bro. Why give us Splatoon 4 right now? So it's just like, they're probably gonna wait a while, like let's say probably 2028, maybe 2027 or 2028 for like Splatoon 4.
Possible.
To just like give it some breathing room. It's just like, okay, we're still on Splatoon 3. Let's just give it some breathing room, and you know it cultivates more hype for like, oh man, it's potential Splatoon 4 Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. Let's go. Stuff like that, like it's like a break. So Splatoon spinoff was like a perfect thing to announce. But the problem with the Splatoon spinoff is that they announced it last year for Nintendo on the Nintendo Today app, and then they showed nothing else afterwards.
That is true.
So we've been waiting here for. Well, I haven't been waiting for it. I mean, I'm not a Splatoon fan, but it does intrigue me. A single-player Splatoon experience that does intrigue me, potentially.
I mean, at that point, you could probably just try the story mode and see if you like it. Story modes are there. What they should do for Splatoon 4 is like try to do something like, kind of like Xenoverse. You can play through the original stories of Xenoverse to get the story. I know they did like a free update. They could do that for Splatoon 4. Like you can play 1, 2, and 3 story. So if they wanted to be like, well, the novelty for this game is, well, it's a whole brand new experience featuring a whole new cast of characters. No one's returning, but you can experience all the happenings of Agent, all the agents that's been in the games. It's been so long since I played the game. I don't even know. The agents, well, technically it'll be Agent 3 and then there's Agent 8. So, like, there you go. I'm pretty sure there's Agent 3 and there's Agent 4 and there's Agent 8. There you go. Get the whole crew's stories in, like, one go. And they streamline it to where it's, like, specific missions that you can basically get the story. They, like, drip feed you with, like, scrolls that you read. And it's like, this happened, play this mission. Bam, you get the scenarios, you understand what's at stake. And you get to 4, and it's just like, okay, nothing matters. But at least I know what happened, so like I can get into it. So if they want to do that, they could do that. But I doubt we'll see that. But you're right, maybe 2028. But like, I'm not rushing for a new Splatoon. I'm not rushing for that. But what they could do to hold us out is new Zelda or new Mario.
Whoa!
Yeah,
new Zelda? You really think new Zelda?
It can be a new Zelda game, but I just don't want Tears of the Kingdom 2 or Breath of the Wild 3.
Are you sure it's not too early to announce the next 3D Zelda?
You can do like so many other 3D Zeldas. They can do that if they want to. They just choose not to because they're trying to drip feed, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. You can make so much money by just making another sequel to those games. The problem is that I guess it's going to decrease in value because everyone's already tired of these games. So we're at the point where it's kind of just like, is it worth doing a sequel again for this game? You already got like Koei Tecmo making
Oh, you mean like a direct sequel
Like
to
a direct
Tears of the
sequel.
Kingdom and Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, there's no
Like a
point in
third
doing
game
that.
in this gen? No.
They could do that. See, we already talked about this. I think it's possible for them to do that. They just need to do it in the past. Like, no one's trying to play in the future. People want to see the experiences and play the games in the past. That's what people want. They want to play Breath of the Wild before Breath of the Wild. They want to play Tears of the Kingdom before Tears of the Kingdom, by going even further in the past, where Rauru was the king. No one wants to play the aftermath of that and fixing Hyrule, where the main villain doesn't even care about Link in his entirety himself, who's like the protagonist. So you gotta ask yourself, like, what are we doing here? And I think I'm ready to move on to another Zelda experience, whether we go to another timeline again or we go back to the Toon Link games and we get another Toon Link game. I'm fine with that in 3D. Or we get a whole new Link entirely. I don't care. As long as it's not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, open world, it's fine. It can be open world-esque, like, I guess, like Wind Waker, where you're out on sea. Or maybe it's open world where you're riding Epona. You're going to different places. That, but like, bring back original dungeons, bring back finding items. I don't think that'll be bad. Maybe a new species, because we're tired of the same people. Now they're all just existing at once. Before it was like you get a couple. Now they're all here, which shouldn't be possible. But you know, something new, something crazy, spice it up. But like, I'm done with. I didn't even finish Tears of the Kingdom. I couldn't. I love Breath of the Wild. Can't finish Tears of the Kingdom. But that's.
Oh, you haven't beaten it?
Nah, I can't do it. Maybe I'll go back to. I haven't left the depths.
Oh, right, you told me that. I mean, it's understandable. It's a very overwhelming game. It is a very overwhelming game. I remember, like, I don't know if you remember, like, I no-lifed that game. I was literally in VC, like, for, like, hours on end, and I only took breaks to eat and shower. And, you know, use the bathroom and stuff. Like, I was no-lifing that game.
Valid when you get a new video game. You were pulling me in high school. I think that's what I exactly did, because I'm pretty sure Splatoon came out, like, literally at the end of my final year in high school. So, like, I'm pretty sure I think I either had off or I decided to stay off. It was one or the other. Like, I played it through the whole night, so I understand, like, no lifing a game. I'm not going to sleep.
The unemployment was crazy. Like, it was the unemployment levels were crazy.
Listen, you had to. The mission was clear.
And I will always say, Tears of the Kingdom was one of the best experiences I've had in a game ever. But I never want to play it again, ever. It is too overwhelming of a game.
That is fair. That is fair. Maybe,
and I don't think
I might feel the same.
Like, it's a really good game. I feel like people understate it, talking about, like, oh, it should have been DLC for Breath of the Wild. I completely disagree with that. And whoever says that, they don't know what they're talking about. That could not have been just DLC. Mario Galaxy 2 could have been just DLC. Tears of the Kingdom couldn't have been just DLC. No. They don't know what they're talking about. It's an extremely overwhelming game. The only reason people are saying it should have been DLC is because it uses the same map. That's it. But it expands the map as much as I feel like they possibly can with the limitations.
Yeah.
Like, look, it's an overwhelming game. I never want to play it again. I don't think that a third game should happen or could happen, because I feel like everybody's already tapped out mentally out of the Breath of the Wild universe. Like, the first, like, Breath of the Wild, when that came out, everybody was like, oh yeah, this is like one of the best games ever made. And if you notice the decline in sales, I don't usually care about sales, but if you notice, like,
I love talking about sales, oh boy.
Like, sales numbers, investors, woo! No, I don't really care about those stuff, but if you notice, like, let me fact check this before I run my mouth.
There's like a dip in terms of like investment.
Breath of the Wild versus Tears
But
of the
isn't that
Kingdom.
like for every sequel?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm just like, after, like, if you're gonna keep making more over and over again, it's just like eventually, yeah, like it. Breath of the Wild, 35 million units sold across Switch and Wii U. Tears of the Kingdom sold over 22.40 million units. So it went down a bit. It's not bad, obviously. It's not bad. I feel like it's still really good numbers. It's just like, you know, the first game, it's like, it's the same way how I feel about Mario Galaxy 1 versus Mario Galaxy 2, where it's just like the first game is just like, wow, there's so much, it's like a masterpiece. It's so good.
For me, it's iconic.
Yeah, it's iconic. It really is.
After playing it again and beating it 100%, I sit there and I'm just like, I was wrong. This is actually peak. The music.
Galaxy 1 or
Galaxy 1
or Breath of the Wild? Yeah,
Galaxy 1.
Okay.
I don't think I'm ready for Galaxy 2. If only Nintendo made it a Nintendo Switch title, so I can use my, you know, my final like
voucher.
My final voucher to buy it, but I couldn't do it because they made it not even a Switch 2 title or a Switch 1 title. They're not sold
separately.
You can't get it separately. They do not count. They are in their special category. It's called the Mario category. Give me money.
I see.
Real Mario fans pay $80. Drop fresh on the grill.
The fact that they're charging, did they really charge $80 for Mario Galaxy 1 plus 2?
$75. Doesn't make it better.
That's too much, bro. Like, the Galaxy games, don't get me wrong, they're great, they're masterpieces, but like, come on, they are not worth that much in this current era, bro. There's no way. I think they just get away with this because everybody loves Mario Galaxy, so they'll pay whatever price for the Galaxy games. But yeah, but speaking like Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, just like there's always going to be a dip. It's just gonna be like, well, I don't think it's always gonna be a dip, but where Tears of the Kingdom is just like, okay, it's the same map again, kind of, and it's just like, okay, we've had Breath of the Wild, we've had Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity, Tears of the Kingdom, and now we have Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Age of Imprisonment should be the final Breath of the Wild style game ever. Like, no more of that. We don't need a third game. Like, okay, they could make a third game, but it's just like, really? So we're gonna have like a decade and a half of Breath of the Wild games? Like, this is terrible.
I need new writers. I don't even need, like, if we get another one, I need new writers that actually fuck about what they're doing, because like
new writers for Zelda.
Yeah, because if I have to do another story where they drip feed us, I keep saying drip feed because that's what it feels like. It's like they're just like, we're going to give you what you think you want, and we're gonna give you what we want to give you. So here you go, and you gotta cope. And it's like, damn, this is so good, and it's actually shit. I'm tired of like playing a Zelda game and they hit me with, well, remember years ago, Link? And it's like, huh? And it just zooms up on his face as he gets a random vague memory. And it's like, wow, this happened in the past. And you go to the present, oh my gosh, that really happened. But it's not like I could do anything because I'm in the present. So I guess
remember what I was saying? Like, the sacrifices of this type of open world design is like, they're sacrificing a lot of the story. Like, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom story can't even compare to some of the stories that we've had before in Zelda. Like, it's not even close. Like, Tears of the Kingdom story. Huh?
No, go.
All I was gonna say is that Tears of the Kingdom story, when I was playing it, absolute cinema. But like, I can't pretend like there was some real dog shit elements, like the constant reuse of the same cutscenes in all 4 regions. Like, that was so annoying. And then just the blatant, like, it's supposed to be a direct sequel to to Breath of the Wild, yet it barely references anything from Breath of the Wild. all the Guardians are gone completely and all that stuff. But that's like that would be like a conversation for another thing. So what were you saying?
Because the game was rushed. It's not like it's not like it's not news. The game was rushed. They didn't know what the hell they were doing. All they know they wanted to do is bring back the same map. They are like, let's double the map twice times 2. Get the depths, and then you get the Sky Islands. And then they gave you a story that features characters from the past before Breath of the Wild without even referencing Breath of the Wild. It's funny because like I was watching a video the other day. You know the bird with the, I think, does he have a violin? I'm pretty sure he's like a
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not even into it.
He's not even in it, bro. Are we forgetting characters now? Oh my god, we're forgetting characters now. That's so crazy. No Guardians, no him, no nothing. What happened? All is gone.
No.
The sauce. See, I don't know. Like the spark that I have with Breath of the Wild was great. I can like completely say that was like my favorite game back then. Even playing it on Wii U, I didn't care about the loading times when you pause the game and it takes forever, a century. It was great. I didn't feel any of that until Tears of the Kingdom, and that's sad. It sucks. The only reason why I feel like sacrificing the story for the open world gameplay is kind of weird is because, like, bro, the thing that we asked them to do, they didn't do it, which was, hey, I want to play as Link before he gets put in cryo sleep and woken up years later, which sounds easy on paper. But then when you think about it, it's like, it might be hard because you have to redo cutscenes. You might need to, have all these characters back. And it's like, well, you have the models, you have the characters. All you would have to do is change up the locales a little bit and make everything not look ruined down, which I feel like that might take some time, but like that should be easy. Easier than making a whole new world with the same map and new settlements. So at the same time, they did the same thing without giving us what we asked for. Instead, they jump cut all the way to a prior point in time to focus on new characters that now, yes, I guess people care about, but still we wanted to care about the champions because they're better characters. Like, if I would say, like, do I like Rauru over some of the characters that we had before? Maybe a little bit. I like this new race. Like, they're cool. But, like, I wanted to play with Link becoming a champion. Not Link finding champions. Like, that's, it's not what I asked for. And so now we have, a Warriors game giving us the story that we asked to play. Because now, every game, it's like, hey, yo, can we go back to the past and play these events? Then you go to Tears of the Kingdom. Hey, can we go back and be Zelda and help out these champions and play these events? And so they're just like, yo, Koei Tecmo, y'all got us, right? And they're just like, god damn. They dapping each other up and they release this. And all it is like cool ass fights and cool ass cinematics. And then it's still like giving us the same cutscenes that you get in a regular Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom game, which is, hey yo, Ganon's taking over. We have to act now for Hyrule. And it's just like, damn. It's just like every cutscene the same thing. We finally got it, but it's not like in like an actual Zelda game made by Nintendo. So it's kind of just like, you take what you can get. And it doesn't make it any better. They tried to do that with Age of Calamity, but that's kind of not canon, but I don't even know anymore. They got it. If we get a sequel, we get a sequel. Now, where's Mario at?
There lies the question. Where is 3D Mario? It's gonna be 9 years since, like, a main title. Not counting Bowser's Fury or Donkey Kong Bonanza. Like, I feel like when people talk about 3D Mario and it's just like, oh, it's been this amount of years since we've had 3D Mario, like they try it. It's like they forget that we didn't get Bowser's Fury or we didn't get Donkey Kong Bonanza, and it's just like, I know Donkey Kong Bonanza can't replace a 3D Mario game. They are fundamentally different, but obviously it's like,
because it's just like a shorter form game. It doesn't last that long, and even though it's
right,
it doesn't stay forever. But no game ever does. But like, you're not gonna think favorably about like a pack-in deal. That's like people enjoying Star Fox Guard as a standalone title. It's like, like we have so many Star Fox games, guys. Like, remember like Star Fox Guard that came with Star Fox Zero? Like, no one's not gonna say that. Even though I don't know if Star Fox Guard is good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just saying, packing games with an additional game for the game that you buy, it's like, even if it's good, it's like, I guess, but it's like, we want a new Mario experience.
I feel like the best comparison to make is Shadow Gens.
Yeah, I feel like both.
It's like, it's good, it's solid, but it's just like, obviously we want like the next 3D Sonic game. Like, we're not talking about 3D Sonic, we're talking about 3D Mario. So, yeah, 3D Mario. I have a yearning for 3D Mario right now. I've been craving it. Especially, I went on my retrospective. I haven't finished it yet, but I went on like a retrospective playthrough of all the 3D Mario games except for Mario 64. But like,
he's played Mario.
These games.
Played it together.
I mean, yeah, we've played it together, but I'm talking about in terms of like recording it. Yeah, it's like, so like, I just can't stand that game, bro. I'm sorry. I can only play the first floor, and then I just give up. It's just so boring to me, at least. But the rest of the 3D Mario games, like Sunshine, 3D World, 3D World, my favorite 3D Mario game of all time. But
it's top tier.
Yeah, and it's just like, where do you go after Odyssey, right? It's like, it's gonna be coming up on 9 years since the last since Odyssey. Coming in like what, October, right? Guess when Odyssey came out, October.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, where do they go from here? So it's like, okay, Odyssey 2. I don't think people are gonna really necessarily be okay with waiting 9 years for a direct sequel to Odyssey. Like, we had Mario Galaxy, and then we had Mario Galaxy 2, like, what, like 1 or 2 years later, I think?
Yeah, about that. Around that time,
yeah. And obviously, games take longer to make these days, so of course it'll take longer, but I do feel like just a direct sequel to Odyssey would not work, in my opinion, especially with how they treat direct sequels in Mario, in like mainline Mario. They're kind of terrible at it, if I'm being honest.
They're not really
like,
direct sequels. Like, well, if we're talking about the regular Mario games that come after another, like one after another, yeah, no. But if we're talking about like Galaxy and Galaxy,
I mean,
2,
direct sequels, like
direct.
Galaxy to Galaxy 2. Yes.
Yeah, it was kind of. It's pretty shit.
Like, if we're talking about, okay, the next 3D Mario game, it's just like, is open world the next step? Because that's where it seems to be taking all of their Nintendo seems to be taking all their franchises in eventually. Fully expansive open world sandboxes.
Yo, I can't wait for Yoshi's Mysterious Wonderland. Open sandbox Yoshi game. What the fuck? And it's just like the worst Spider-Man. He just uses his tongue to sling.
He just uses his tongue to grapple.
Yoshi's new ability, tongue grapple. It's like, yeah, he's been doing this shit for years. I don't know how this is new. It's like, Yoshi can just touch things. It's like, this is illegal. He's looking at everything. And he can sling around. So Spider-Man. And he can rev up into a ball. Sonic and Pac-Man. You took that shit. And Mario took that shit too. I guess it's pretty cool because he turns into an egg, and then they're just gonna show him shitting out like enemies and then like tossing and lobbing them like a homing attack, and I'm like, yeah, this is the evolution of Yoshi that we needed. But if Yoshi's gonna do anything, he needs like a 3D platformer that's not 2.5D or 2D. He needs a 3D one that are just regular traditional courses, not open world. Don't do that. That's the only game that's gonna hold me down.
It's inevitable. It's inevitable that all their franchises become 3D open. Sorry, not 3D. Open world sandboxes, because I don't know. It's just like that's where it seems to go. Like we already seen with like Pikmin. Like it's not open world, obviously, but like do we just have these big expansive maps that have a lot of fluff in them?
I mean, you're right.
Like the same openish sandboxes with small challenge shrine things. Like it's in all of them. Donkey Kong Bonanza, Pikmin 4.
Splatoon Raiders. That's why they're not showing us shit. You're absolutely right. Because they know we're gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. It's like we came so far from Splatoon 2. Why are you doing this? Yeah, we just feel like it. Oh, you feel like ruining the best series of all time? Yeah, let's give Splatoon some shrines. Oh.
I mean, I don't think it would really ruin Splatoon. It's only a spinoff anyway. So with spinoffs, they tend to like experiment with certain things. It might not work, or it might. Like would you count Bowser's Fury as a spinoff, or would you just count it as just like just a small little thing?
We had a bad argument once.
Okay.
You know who about if it's a spinoff or not. And I'm just like, bro, that's just a Mario title, bro. I don't care if it's a tie-in or not. That shit is not a spinoff. Only for one thing, because it does something that every other traditional Mario game's do. It's a collectathon. And just because it has you going to different remote islands with a Yoshi dragon, I forgot their name right now. I'm sleeping on it.
Oh, Plessy?
Yeah, Plessy, there you go. Just because you're riding on Plessy and you're going to different islands does not mean it's a spinoff. It does the same thing that every other game does. Now, if they have Mario doing some crazy ass shit, like let's say he's doing parkour and he's not even collecting like traditional collectibles, and he's just fighting bosses and just getting flags or some shit, and they're just trying to do something, figure out something to do with Mario, trying to figure out how to make Mario and spice it up a little bit, I consider that more of a spinoff because he's just doing something differently. Because like Mario like he does parkour, like he jumps off walls and stuff, but if he's doing full parkour, like running all walls, like on some Sonic Lost World type energy, and he's parkouring over enemies and flipping them and throwing them, doing combos off their head.
That doesn't sound like Mario to me, man.
It's not. It's something else entirely. Something else.
That sounds like something Donkey Kong would do, maybe.
Possibly, yeah. Well, I mean, he could, but for him, it wouldn't be parkour. It would just be like a monkey thing, because like he's a monkey. But if Mario's doing it fast paced because he's Mario and he's like energetic and he's be jumping super high. Now he's just like, oh, if I'm jumping high, I should just be scaling walls then. Fuck shit. Let me just do that. And they're trying to figure out something with Mario, and it's not like a traditional Mario game. I consider that a spinoff. But when it's like he's doing the exact same thing, it can't be. They just basically took the game that they had and then remixed it and made it into something completely new. I don't consider it that. It's like if they put, it's like Luigi's Mansion, and then they did that with Luigi's Mansion. They made them go into a whole big mansion. It's just one big whole mansion that you explore, and then in 2 they're just like, what if you had manors that you explore and not a mansion?
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion 2. Well, it should be called Luigi's Manners because he's rude, but you got it.
Aren't your manners, Luigi?
See, they did it with that, and then 3, they made a hotel, so it should be Luigi's Hotel. But they're not gonna do that. It's Luigi's Mansion 3. Even though they changed it. Like, they changed a lot of these things in these games, but they're still the same. I don't consider it that.
The core identity is there, is what you mean, right?
Yeah. If it plays like a platformer and is a traditional platformer, and you just have cool things to do in it, and you're still doing the same thing, it's the same thing. I count it as a tie-in to the Mario series. So if anything, right after 3D World, Bowser's Fury should take place, and then it, goes on. And then they put elements from other Mario games in it. The shines in there are called cat shines. The only stars in the Mario series that are called shines are shine sprites. Junior's there with his signature paintbrush. I'm just saying. That shit.
There's your Sunshine too.
No, because Flood would be there. We'd be Plessy's Flood. It all makes sense now.
Collecting cat shines, like it. The only thing that's missing is Flood, the Nokis, and
yeah, Nintendo forgot about the Nokis. They don't even fucking know.
And the Piantas, and the Sunshine too, basically.
The only people that would care about the Nokis is like the people that they hired to do like spin-off games. Like you get any other person to do it, they'll get it for you. They'll be like, do you remember the Piantas? Yeah. I'm surprised they even made it into Mario Kart World. But considering that it's about the world, it just makes sense. The world of Mario is going to be shown. But take Spike out the game, please.
Take Spike? What's wrong with Spike?
That man I don't like it. He shoots out balls. Spike balls. That's
not
fun. That's not fun.
It's a little rude.
I'm a little racist
doing his
Spikes. You know what I'm saying?
He's just doing his job, man.
He's doing his job until I get to my jump on his head and get 100 points. Free and easy. At least that's how I see it. But nah, Spike can stay in the game. But we need more color palettes in Mario Kart World. They gotta get to that. But if we get a Mario game, that's what I'm hoping is in the direct, because we already know what's gonna follow. It's just gonna be probably another Tomodachi Life Showcase, probably something small. Be like, remember, this game is coming out next month.
Nintendo, if you don't put out 3D Mario this year, I'm going to combust. I'm going to combust. Spontaneously combust. You don't want your number one 3D Mario fan to spontaneously combust, then you better put out that fucking 3D Mario game this year.
God damn, that's a goddamn threat. I'm sure they're shaking in their boots.
It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And when is this year?
You know what? Fuck 3D Mario. How about we get a DLC for Pikmin 4? So we can probably get 4.5, because I need online battles. There ain't no way that all these games are getting online battles and Pikmin can't do it.
I mean, we could talk about Nintendo Switch 2 edition games that are potentially gonna come out, and what would they add? That's a good conversation. Because as you know, the Switch 1 heavily relied on the Wii U library getting ported to Switch 1, which people didn't buy the Wii U, so it just felt like brand new games to them. So it's just like, oh shit, new games, let's go. But they were just ports of Wii U games. They don't have they can't rely on that anymore.
Oh yeah, they can rely on something.
What can they rely on?
3DS.
I mean, I guess. I mean, what could they potentially port from 3DS?
How many Kirby games that we have in the back? That could just.
They could port. They could port Planet Robobot and Triple Deluxe if they really wanted to. I mean, the games, the Kirby games that are, they don't really need to port any other Kirby games, because they already have Kirby Fighters 2 on Switch. They already have Super Kirby Clash on Switch. So we don't really need that many, unless you're gonna port DDD's Drum Dash.
Hell fucking yeah.
Which I doubt they're gonna do.
Bro. Yo, a remake of that would be great.
The only 3DS Kirby games I can see them porting is Planet Robobot and Triple Deluxe, and that's it. But
Blowout Blast.
Oh wow! How could I forget the iconic Blowout Blast?
In Royale, my favorite games.
Oh yeah, Battle Royale. I forgot about that. They might. I mean, to be honest, they would probably just make a sequel to that if they really wanted to bring that back. I don't think they would just port it. They'd probably just make a sequel to it.
Yeah, you're right.
But what else? What other 3DS games would they add?
Luigi's Mansion HD. And I know you're gonna be like, yo, that does not make any sense. And I know, I get it. It doesn't make sense too. But their track record is, let's release Luigi's Mansion on 3DS. Well, they did that. They released it on 3DS and it was random for no reason. Probably on Halloween, I'm pretty sure. And then they released Luigi's Mansion like 3 in the same Halloween span time when that dropped in 2019.
Yeah.
So you gotta ask yourself. They even did it last year. Halloween dropped Luigi's Mansion for GameCube. So this year, I'm feeling like, yo, they should just drop the remake of the original Luigi's Mansion from 3DS and just spice it up and put it on Switch. Switch 1 release and also like Switch 2 as well. So people can have a chance to play it in better quality.
Well, I was gonna say I wasn't gonna say it doesn't make sense because Nintendo's a backwards company, and this is the same company that released 3D All Stars and then purposely limited it so that now you can't buy it anymore, and then later on to put Super Mario 64 and Sunshine on NSO, and to re-release the Mario Galaxy games again, but for $70. So I wouldn't even put it out of the realms of believability that they would port the Luigi's Mansion 1 remake from 3DS. I wouldn't put it past them to do that.
Let's also remind everyone that they still have not dropped Smash Brothers 64
or Melee or Brawl.
If we even get a Wii emulate, bro, Nintendo has to be the worst when it comes to, their emulation station machines, bro.
I feel like if they add Wii, they're gonna raise the price of Nintendo Switch Online.
For fucking what? So we can, it should be illegal to wait for all these games to drop, because you gotta ask yourself, why am I waiting for all these games? It should be a bunch of a library of games. Sure, you could say that for the other ones because they have lengthy libraries, but Game Boy came out 2 years ago, and there's barely anything on there. Come on, dog.
They remember, at the start of the Switch's life, when NSO just came out, they were pretty consistent. It was every month, and now it's just whenever they feel like it. So we don't know. They just do it. They just announced 2 new Game Boy games coming to NSO. And let me see what they are. It is, I think it's Balloon Kid and a Yoshi game.
And this is recent?
They don't, yeah. I'll send it to you. Blue Kid and Yoshi. They do not care, bro. They just do it whenever they feel like.
I'm telling you, son, it needs to be a case, bro. Filed by someone. Nintendo versus whoever the fuck. And it's bro, they're literally slowing down content and taking money from their consumers, bro. Ain't no way the start of the Switch lineup, the Switch life cycle, when they were just dropping games every month, it felt continuous, and that's how it should feel. If not every month, it needs to be every 2 months, and you should at least get 10 games, bro. What do you mean that you're just dropping 1 game or just 2 games? Sometimes it's even 3. I don't think that's fair. Especially since we have GameCube, bro. We should have 3 GameCube games every month then. If it's going to be slow, then it needs to be 3 games every month. And it's not even like that.
You would think, right? Because it's just they're emulating it. What else is there to do?
Some games need the extra work, and I can agree to that, but not all of them. So there has to be some reason. It could be legal reasons as well. Okay, I'll give them that, but they took NES Soccer away from us, and I will never forgive them.
Yeah, that was a huge L. I'm sad that they did that.
And it's just we can't maintain the rights. Hey, yo, you better. Nope, it's gone.
See, the thing is with the Nintendo games that we have been getting for GameCube specifically, they have been Nintendo specific games not like games, not third-party games. Like, okay, F-Zero GX was made by Sega, but that's about it. Oh, and Soul Calibur. Those two games are the only Soul Calibur is the only third-party game that I see that is on GameCube NSO. So it's just like, realistically, what is taking so fucking long?
Yeah, the partner showcase is gonna show us that on Friday.
Oh, brother.
On Friday.
Brother.
It better be on Friday.
Oh, brother, these guys stinks. Oh, Nintendo, please don't be a partner showcase. I'm begging you, please. We don't need that right now.
Friday is gonna save lives and feed people. What's
You know what's
that's
even-
a Thursday. That's a Thursday. Isn't
You know
it?
what would be even funnier? If we don't get shit. If we don't even get a partner showcase or a Nintendo Direct at all. And Nintendo is silent.
Yeah,
That would be even funnier.
That'd be fucked up.
But I do think we are going to get one. I just don't want it to be a partner showcase, man.
You gotta.
That's
you gotta,
it.
Gotta eat it.
I guess. I mean, I have no choice, but I mean, I barely use my Switch as it is. Like, I played Donkey Kong. I gotta get on Kirby Era. I still have not played it yet. I still haven't played.
I think it's Kirby. Air Riders.
Okay.
It's literally Air Ride but better. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
There's nothing you're missing. So realistically, when you get on it, when you have time, that's how it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, there's a Fire Emblem game that is on the way too.
Snort.
Yoshi's. I mean,
This is
I
Fire
could
Emblem
give
Houses
a
Part 2, bro. I'm so done. Fire Emblem.
I could
lost
care
the
less
spark,
about
bro.
Fire Emblem, bro.
It hasn't been the same since like Fates. So like, I'm good. I'm good.
It hasn't been the same since Face, and
Nope.
I feel that.
Not at all.
I think Fire Emblem is definitely on the decline. I feel like since Fire Emblem Engage, it's been on the decline. I don't think since Fates. I feel like since Engage is when it's been on the decline. It's just like, yeah, I don't think they know what to do with the franchise anymore. But I can't speak too much on it because I don't play Fire Emblem, but I'm just observing what I see from the output of the franchise.
I touched it and I was so concerned because everyone looked the same. I don't even want to make the joke, but like, you know how everyone's talking on Twitter? They're just like, what if Oda drew like Maki from Jujutsu Kaisen?
I saw that.
And it's just Nami. And then I started looking at like people talk about One Piece because I'm watching it, and everyone's like getting like Nami-fied. Well, I don't know what's going on with like the old school One Piece art style looks so good, and then you look at everyone now, and it's just like, bro, why does everyone look so generic? Like, I like Zoro when he was skinnier. He looks buff and he just looks so ugly. That's how I feel about like Fire Emblem Engaged. Everyone is attractive and cute. How is that possible? Like, there's no like big people. Like, I think
They know
there's a
their
few.
audience.
I mean, I guess so, but like, there's no way all these characters look the same. Like, they have the same face. Like, I don't know what they were doing, dog. They got it. Like, I only got paid for a little bit. My Colgate protagonist is not helping me brush my teeth
Colgate
more.
protagonist. Oh, yeah. Yeah, one day maybe I'll try Path of Radiance because I know it's on NSO. I've never played a Fire Emblem game other than like the 5 minutes of Fates I've played in high school. So I don't know. It seems like Fire Emblem's on the decline. I feel like after this game, like it might take a bit of a break.
Possibly, but Fire Emblem fans will get like 3 million copies sold, and it'll be a success for Nintendo because like Nintendo's on a new path of if it hits 1 million, it's 1 billion. It works.
I mean, can we talk about like how the Switch one feels like kind of a finale for a lot of franchises?
Which franchise?
It kind of I wouldn't say like a true finale, but just like it just feels like you've peaked in terms of like these franchises. Like Smash Brothers, I feel in terms of character roster has peaked. Like I don't think you can top that ever. 3D Mario, I wouldn't say peaked, but like it definitely feels like it's just like what else can you do with 3D Mario other than open world at this point? I don't know. 2D Kirby has peaked. I feel like Star Allies added everybody. Like, how do you top that? Obviously, they could remaster Planet Robobot like we're talking about, but like other than that, I don't see them making a new 2D Kirby game anytime soon, unless they potentially make a 2D. They remaster Robobot and add like some new side content to it, like how they did with what's the game? Return to Dreamland.
Yeah,
that's the only way I can see that.
Return to
Like,
Dreamland came back, but like for me, when they put Deluxe and slapped it on it, I kind of was confused because like for that, they took a lot of like multiplayer aspects from the first game. Like a lot of things stayed, but like the DDD robot fight is gone. You had like the shooting game that you can play with 4 players. They had like mini games. I think it was like a couple. I don't think it's like probably more than like 3. And sure, they give you like Magloire Park because I'm playing it right now. They give you a bunch of mini games that you can play through that are like sub games. Because after me like almost finishing, because I'm still trying to 100% Superstar Ultra again. Literally, they give you all these sub games, and I'm just like, well, I would call this ultimate or like deluxe, like an actual deluxe package if they actually gave you the mini games that they took out. Unfortunately, they don't. What they did was, with the sub games, you get to win masks that have like audible sound, so you can wear a Waddle Dee mask or a Waddle Doo mask and it makes sounds. You can wear a Mark's mask and he laughs. And I'm like, well, you know, they took the sounds from Star Allies, obviously, to make these. But damn, I'd like to play as these characters, considering that, you know, how Laboratory made this goddamn game. It'll just make sense for them to just slap them in. But they're not doing that, so I gotta live with this, which is not bad, but like, bring the best games in Kirby, put in a dual pack, make it $40. I know that sounds
$40.
crazy.
You jest.
I think it's reasonable because these games are on DS and they were $40 before. They should be $20 each. That shit should not.
Surely you jest. Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream is $60.
That's a new game.
It's a new.
Those are old. And
okay, I know
Mario
Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 is $75.
You know damn well they don't care about Kirby like that,
bro. Okay. Well, I don't see this happening. Maybe $60 for Planet Robobot remaster.
I can just, they making me want to turn on my DS. I can hear the slap of like the DS opening up, just cracking because the latch on it, just ripping a new one and just playing Planet Robobot right now. Telling your fans, hey yo, it's gonna be it's gonna be $60 for your head. Who's paying that? Who actually?
Kirby fans. Listen. Kirby fans. I mean, if they could spend $80 on Kirby Forgotten Land plus the DLC that they added, plus the new content that they added, I think they'll pay for that. You are forgetting how loyal Nintendo fans are. They'll buy every Pokemon game every year. They'll buy every game that comes out, and they're like $70 to $80. So what's the issue here? Some people have even bought Mario Kart World for $80 separately from their Switch 2. Like, it's just a reality. It's possible. It can happen.
We just gotta stop eating everything that they just put on our plate. Unfortunately, shit.
I mean, we're still talking about 3DS remasters. What else do you think could actually come out to
I'd
Switch?
say one thing, but it'll just be hilarious. There's like two other possible things. Well, I like whimsy and old Nintendo, so I would say Nintendo, but we're not ready for that conversation. No one's not ready for that conversation. Yeah, we're not ready for that one. Not like we, but I'm talking about the world, the world itself, because I know people are like, who's playing Nintendo?
Nintendogs. I mean, to be fair, Nintendo has been putting out some games that are a lot more niche like Rhythm Heaven and Tomodachi. I mean, I know Tomodachi sold really well, which is most likely why it's getting a follow-up, but like these are, I would say, more niche games. So like Nintendogs, I could actually foresee that happening if they really, really wanted to. If they're just like, yeah, screw it, let's just put out another Nintendogs plus cats. And so, and this time we're adding fish, Nintendo fish.
What the fuck? Why the fuck?
And Nintendo hamsters.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, the only game I what were you gonna say?
You leave your cat in the house with the Nintendo fish, and the Nintendo cat is gonna eat the Nintendo fish.
Like, where did your fish go? The fish, the cat with the suspiciously fish-faced like indent around his mouth. Mm-mm.
Why is there paw prints everywhere? It's like,
very sus.
Pretty sus.
I mean, the only 3DS remaster I personally want. I mean, I would love Kirby Planet Robobot to come back. I'd want Kid Icarus.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
I just want Kid Icarus. Like, add the mouse mode support, and then you really just got it, man. Like, that's it. That's all we need is just add mouse mode support and add analog controller support, and then you got it. And then just revamp the multiplayer aspect. And you got that. Like, that's all people want. That's what I want too. Aside from that, I don't really see any other ports happening. Like, is there anything from the Wii U that's still left after it's been milked dry of its content and put on Switch 1?
Star Fox Zero. Star Fox
Zero, that is not happening, bro. That's not happening. Star Fox Zero will die.
This dog shit game.
They're not porting it, bro. It's not happening.
Port it. Let the Star Fox fans play.
I think Star Fox is kind of dead, but I personally think that Star Fox will return in the Switch 2's lifespan.
It did. It's called Starlink.
No, that does not count. That is a Ubisoft game.
Oh, it's a Ubisoft game with Star Fox in it. With a whole Star Fox mission storyline. Yeah. Nintendo's like, yo, we don't have faith in our ability. Just like we gave Star Fox Zero to Platinum Games, we're gonna ship it to you guys. They did a pretty good job. Pretty good, if I do say so myself, because it was pretty fun. I didn't finish it, but
Star Fox Zero?
No. Starlink Battle for Atlas.
Oh, Starlink. You said Platinum. I thought you meant
Platinum Games
when you said
made Star Fox Zero.
No, I know that, but because you said Starlink. Sorry, you said Platinum Games and Star. It's okay, whatever.
Oh, no, I said because I said Platinum Games made Zero. Unless I said it was Starlink. Which would be hilarious.
Because you said, yeah,
it's
fine.
It's gonna be funny as shit.
It's fine. Maybe I zoned out for a second and I didn't understand what you said. That's my fault. But I mean, I can see Star Fox coming back because Nintendo's in a very interesting position right now. Like I said, a lot of series felt like they kind of have like a finale point. Like, obviously they're going to keep continuing because they are franchises, but like they kind of have like, it kind of feels like a finality to them in the Switch era, the Switch 1 era. Like a bunch of like Nintendo developers are retiring and stuff, like Kensuke Tanabe, like the Paper Mario guy, he is retiring. He's done pretty much. And, Miyamoto's not making games anymore. He's focusing on the movies and being Walt Disney over here. And like a bunch of these people are leaving or retiring. And now it's mostly the new guard that is coming in now. So it's just like, we're about to see like the new era of Nintendo of like these new fresh minds working on these games. And I feel like they're in a position where they could go back into their older franchises that don't get as much love because and revive them. Like, they've mostly been focusing on like the big five: Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, Smash, and Mario Kart. But now that they're trying to space out things a lot more for this Switch 2 era, they have the potential to bring back some old franchises like Star Fox, Punch Out, maybe. I don't know, stuff like that. It's a possibility. I know that'll catch your interest.
I had my eyes closed for like 2 seconds, and I heard Punch Out. My eyes just like slowly opened, and then like my head like went down and slapped my mind. I was like, that would be crazy. Next Level coming back for a part 2. Ooh, I'd pay money.
I think the final thing we could talk about is I was gonna talk about the Sonic stuff, and screw that. Let's just make this like a Nintendo thing. We can talk about Sonic another time.
Mario movie.
We could talk about Mario movie, and I was gonna say the Mario movie, and also like potential Nintendo Switch 2 editions of games that are gonna come out.
Okay.
So we could talk about the Mario movie first. What are your thoughts on it? Like Mario Galaxy movie, based on the trailers and stuff that we've gotten so far.
I'm gonna probably hurt feelings a bit because I know there's a lot of Mario heads, but like I don't have faith in this movie at all. And it's not because like it's gonna be boring, but it's because they're doing too much. And I don't want to see. We talked about we're gonna leave Sonic later, but like you have to bring up Sonic when you talk about this stuff because when it comes to like doing a Mario movie, it doesn't feel like a Mario movie, considering the fact that like it's a Mario movie, it has Mario elements, but they're not doing the Galaxy how I'm expecting.
Oh, what you mean to say is like it doesn't feel like a Mario Galaxy movie, right?
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. Because you have all these elements from all these other Mario games that are taking place in a Galaxy story, and then you have Yoshi here. And so, because we were talking about earlier, it's like a mesh of like so much Mario games that I can't even discern what I'm looking at. Because you got the Yoshi subplot where he's here and they find Yoshi, and you got Rosalina being in space, and I guess getting to the Mushroom Kingdom, or I guess Bowser Jr. finds Rosalina or whatever, and then you got Mario and Luigi looking for something. And then Peach is on an adventure, and it's just like, okay. And then they're going to places in Mario Odyssey. Like, what is going on? What is like the central focus? I don't get it. So when you have like, let's say people bring up, well, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3 is not even supposed to be, you would think it's supposed to be like the old games. Like Sonic 3 is supposed to be Knuckles' story. Sonic 2 had Knuckles and Tails, and I can agree with you, but they don't feel weird when you watch these movies, to the point where I'm just like, okay, I don't know what's going on. I know why Tails is here, and it's to help Sonic and for them to have a friendship going on. Knuckles gets tricked by Eggman. This simple story that we get from regular Sonic games, and then you jump to the climax of that, the whole adventure of everyone like butting heads, and then understanding that Eggman's an ass, and then they go beat him up. So when you have Mario just doing all these random things, it's not really catching me. Each trailer has been confusing. See, the first trailer was like, okay, I'm ready for it. I'm happy. I'm excited that it's coming. And then after that, it was just like, I'm not really excited anymore. I'm just like waiting for this thing to come out, and it's about to come out like 2 months from now. So we're probably gonna go see it, but I'm not really excited as much as like other Mario fans are. And I'm a Mario head sometimes. So if your movie's not catching me and it's Mario, then I don't know what's going on. And it's been like that for a while. But what about you? What do you think about the Mario movie? Is it like striking you as like a good Mario movie? Because it could be theoretically a good movie, but is it a good Mario movie?
I don't even think the first Mario movie was a good Mario movie. It was just a fun movie to watch. It was a fun watch, Drew. Like, it was fun to see all the references and all that cool stuff. But I've watched it like 3 times, and thinking about the first Mario movie, I was like, well, the story is pretty bad. And now I'm thinking about Mario Galaxy, the Mario Galaxy movie. Like, we skipped from Mario Brothers to Mario Galaxy. I'm just like, if you're gonna, like, my thing is, like, if you're gonna have the progression, have Mario Brothers, Mario World, and then Mario Galaxy if you really wanted to, right? But we just go straight to Galaxy. Does not make a single lick of sense to me. But whatever. Even judging from that, and I saw the Galaxy Direct, I've seen all the stuff. I try to minimize how much I see of it because I want to go into the movie at least a bit blind. So I'm looking at I'm seeing some of the stuff, and I'm just like, it just feels all over the place. It's just like you said, there's Odyssey locations, like we see Tostarena, we see all this stuff, we see Mauser, we see Birdo. It's just like, Birdo wasn't even in Mario Galaxy. Mauser wasn't in Mario Galaxy. What are these people doing here? I thought, like, it just feels like it's
because
not
we
a
have
Mario
to have
Galaxy
the references
movie.
of Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Just like, okay, like, we have all these references. It's just like, but wouldn't it makes better sense to reference Galaxy?
No.
Number one, Yoshi wasn't even in the original Galaxy, but I'm still fine with that because, you know, he was in Galaxy 2, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was thinking maybe they're mishmashing, like, elements of Galaxy 1 and 2 together. That's fine. But then I see all these other elements, and it's just like, this thing feels like it's all over the place. What is the story for this?
We'll
okay,
never know.
Bowser Jr. is we'll never know. I mean, they were saying that Bowser Jr. is the main threat this time, and, like, okay, I'm fine with that. Sure, they're taking the Galaxy in a different direction. Okay, sure. But I'm also like, what is this plot, bro? We've seen Rosalina one time, and that's it so far. I mean, obviously, there's much more of the movie that they don't want to show us. We want to save it for the movie. So I feel like they're just intentionally not showing us the Galaxy elements yet because they want us to see that in, like, the actual movie. So they're just showing us all the fluff. I genuinely believe that the Tostarena part is at the start of the movie. That's my theory. I think that's at the start of the movie.
I'm gonna be so honest with you. I don't even know how the other parts of the movie is gonna be engaging for real. You gotta think about it like, okay, you want us to go to these galaxies, right? Is that gonna be the middle of the movie, or is it like Mario's going to these galaxies to look for Rosalina, and then the climax is them jumping to multiple galaxies, like flying to them for like some chase scene? I don't even know how they're gonna manage to do that because, like, Mario Galaxy has like hundreds of galaxies. Even in 2, if you add them together, it's a bunch, a chunk load. How are you gonna do that for, like, pacing? Or, like, what are they trying to find? I don't know. If it's like, oh, we gotta find the Grand Star, Luigi, like, that'd be hilarious. They're just looking for a Grand Star and they don't know what it is, and they think it's like the same star that they got from, like, the first adventure where they got invincibility. So who knows what they're trying to do? It's kind of hard. It's a hard call. But, like, as of right now, I'm kind of just confused. I believe you. The Odyssey portion has to be at the beginning of the movie. Whatever they're doing right now at the beginning of the movie has to be. They're probably just exploring the kingdom. Maybe Peach is lost, or she gets a call to do something, and she goes up and winds up missing. And they're just like, okay, well, I guess we gotta find the princess. But I don't think they would leave Bowser unattended. But it would explain why, like, they come back to the castle. Maybe Junior comes then, and he's like, well, I'm taking my dad now. And it's like, okay. You get knee to the face. Luigi gets serious. I don't know what this movie's trying to do. I'm so confused. What we need right now is just once it comes out, hopefully Zelda comes out I think it's 2027. I hope 2028 is when we get the Donkey Kong movie. That's the only thing I care about right now. Once they announced that it was coming, I was like, okay, K. Rool on the big screen is all I want to see. And maybe some song
Let's be
numbers.
honest.
Maybe
It's probably going to be based off Bonanza.
Hell. You know what? You're absolutely right, because it seems like Nintendo's ruining these movies, considering, like, they showed, like, like early screenshots of what the Mario movie could be, and it had like a very expressive Mario and Luigi, and people were like, yo, Nintendo's watering it down to like fit their Nintendoism, which is kind of just like
Nintendoism.
That's what I'm gonna call it. It's like fixing the movie to their liking and like telling Illumination, hey, we want this and not this, what you're giving us. We need Mario. And it's like, okay, what's Mario? And it's like, just put all these games together into the melding pot. Just put all of it. We're gonna make something. We're just gonna do anything. We're just gonna try to see and hope it works. Because that's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like a movie. It feels like a science project.
It just feels like a mishmash, because it just feels like especially with Mario movie 1, it just felt like it had to be everything about Mario encapsulated in one movie. And now Galaxy 2 feels like it's the exact same thing. Like, it's every Mario game in one movie again. But now it has more stuff to work with because there's Yoshi and Junior and all this stuff.
It's too much to work with.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like adding a bunch of Sonic characters to a Sonic movie. Unless you have a spin-off to introduce characters whose idea was this. This is why gradually putting in characters and putting in like motivations for these characters to be there is the smartest way to do it. Instead of, Bowser Jr.'s here. Okay, that makes sense, because, you know, it's Bowser's son. Okay. Now, what if they added the Koopalings? It's like
I was just thinking that.
What the fuck? Okay, so all these kids, and then you have Yoshi. Okay, now we have extra help here, and then Rosalina, and then the Lumas, and then okay, something's gotta shake. This is too much. It's too much. Now imagine if they kept Donkey Kong. That'd be crazy. Comes in at the end of the movie, and he's like, "Hi guys, I'm still here," and it's like, "Oh shit, you're supposed to be getting ready for your debut on the big screen. What are you doing, Donkey Kong?" And he's out here throwing hands in space, and it's like, "Well, you're not in Galaxy. Like, half of these people should."
I am now, and it's Seth Rogen laughs.
Nah, that's crazy. Seth Rogen, the movie.
And that begs another question. What's after Galaxy?
Nothing.
What's after the Galaxy movie?
Mario movies altogether. They ruined it. The moment that they decided to skip Mario Sunshine, Galaxy 2, because they added Yoshi, any other Mario game that they could have done as a movie, they lost it. They lost it just by doing that.
I mean, I don't know what you mean. We still have the Super Mario 3D World movie.
No,
on the horizon.
No, we
I think
don't.
that's next.
You think they're gonna They're gonna be like, Mario, you have to leave Yoshi behind. What? I love Yoshi. Like, look at him. And it's like, nah, but now we have the best
Plessy.
character. You got Plessy and Yellow Toad. It's like, fuck.
Like, why? Just like, and you gotta save the Sprixies. Why? You gotta save the Sprixies. Oh, okay.
and they're put in jars, and Bowser's like, don't worry, it's not weird or anything. It's like, Jesus.
But Bowser drives a car for some reason and turned into a cat, which you already did in the first movie, so it kind of like defeats the purpose. So now it's not sacred anymore because you already turned into a cat in the first movie, but now you turn into a cat again, and that's your main mechanic. Anyway, you'll figure it out. The Super Mario 3D World movie in theaters 2030.
And we're gonna add characters that shouldn't even be in here. Junior is here for some reason. It's like, okay.
And Rosalina's
are here too. And Rosalina. All these characters. Well, Rosalina makes sense because she just came out of nowhere. But I was like, everyone's here. Okay, everyone's here. But what are we doing? This is what I fear for like the Sonic movies. Like, you can't add too many characters to the plot. And if you add more characters, someone has to like sit out. Like, eventually, Knuckles is gonna have to sit out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The humans have to sit out.
That's crazy. No, they don't. No, they don't.
They already sat out for most of the movie in 3. And by humans, I'm talking about Tom and Maddie.
It was action-packed, and they had no choice but to. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's time to ditch the humans. It's time to go to Sonic's world.
What?
Or explore different planets. I think it's time to explore different planets or something, but that's a different conversation.
That's the real Mario Galaxy, when they're like, we had enough of the human world, let's go to Sonic's world. And all it is grass and checkerboard.
Wow, Green Hills.
Green Hills is the only
Green Hills
canonical
Montana?
thing in Sonic's world that we've seen. There's nothing else.
Speaking of Rosalina, this is my segue into the Nintendo Switch 2 editions. We saw Mario Wonder got an overview trailer for Nintendo Switch 2, and they added Rosalina. They added a bunch of new stuff like we've talked about before, but that also begs the question, what else will get a Nintendo Switch 2 edition, and what will they add to him? That'll be like that could be our final section, because I really don't know what else we could talk about unless we're going to talk about the Sonic stuff, but I feel like we've talked for hours already.
We could save it. We are on for like what? Almost 2 hours.
Okay.
Hopefully
so
we can finish at the 2 hour mark. So I guess we can speed blitz this.
I mean, I'm not in any rush per se. I do want to sleep eventually, but like. But yeah, what do you think?
Pikmin needs to go first. Pikmin 4 needs to get an update, so it can run at a smooth 60 frames per second. I don't think it runs at a smooth 60 frames per second, but it should. It should get a graphical fidelity upgrade, a bump up. To be honest, it should also fix, because I'm pretty sure they also said that it has still issues from the update that they just gave recently, which is I think it's like the cursor, like you trying to like aim, because they gave you a free cursor now instead of it like snap blocking, that it still kind of functions, and they didn't fix it, and it kind of still snaps a little bit. So maybe like actually iron out the first update that they gave us and completing that, so it's not as jank. I think that would be the best course of action for Pikmin, and give like, you know, online support so you can play Dandori with your friends, and also you can create your own character to play with Dandori online. Like a secondary player can make their character, since the custom character is limited. It shouldn't be that hard to make it like create your captain and then you play online with your friends. That should be a thing. It shouldn't be that hard to do. I don't think it's that hard to do. But, you know, I'm not a game developer, so I don't know. But that's just an option. Just saying.
Get to work. Who cares about game dev? You better do it now. We want a Pikmin 4 update now. And we're going to spend $80. When I say we, I mean every Pikmin fan. We are all buying the Pikmin 4 Nintendo Switch 2 edition update.
Yeah, it better be fucking free. Hell. It better be like $10. If it ain't $10 and it's $20, oh, you got your mind. What you mean $80 for a Pikmin game? I think we losing the plot. Another game. Xenoblade Chronicles. I know definitely needs an enhancement.
The first one?
No, I think the first one got one already. They got like a free update where it fixed running at 60 frames per second for Switch 2. I think 2 and 3 are waiting for their updates, and once they drop that, I'm pretty sure all games will be at 60 frames per second and run smooth. But for X, oh yeah, it definitely needs that, because I'm pretty sure it's still 30 frames per second, if I'm correct, because realistically putting a game from Switch to Switch 2 doesn't really do that much. Maybe a little bit, probably runs a little faster, but nah, it still runs slow.
Was it 30 FPS on Wii U, or was it 60? Oh, okay.
At least from my knowledge. There might be a progression mode for you to switch, but I don't remember it being there like that.
I mean, I can't really talk about Xenoblade because I know nothing about it, but I'm just going to take your word that it needs an update. It needs a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Probably not an edition but then again, that's what the editions are for, is to make it run better. So technically, yeah, it does need it, but it's not like it's hurting the game if it doesn't have it. Like, it just makes it run better. That's it. I want Kirby, realistically, Star Allies to get a bump up too, because most games that Kirby have now are at 60 frames per second or run really smooth, and Star Allies does not run smooth at all.
You are Kirby Star Allies' strongest soldier at this point. You're the only one campaigning for this that I see. Just like, please, 60 FPS patch, please.
That game should literally have that, and they should make it run with like Nintendo Switch Online's multiplayer support, so you can play with 4 people online. That would be like the smartest decision ever, bro. If they do that, I have to drag everyone to play that, like, and record that whole thing. Everyone goes to the story mode. Because at that point, that'd be like the perfect gift. Because now if they start re-releasing Kirby games, they all run at 60 FPS. It's like playing all the old Kirby games on DS. They were silky smooth. Kirby Star Allies should not be what it was. And then they dropped like so much content in the game, and it ran like ass. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just don't like that game running like that. Especially since like the rest of the games ran at 60 FPS later on, like all the mini games. Kirby Fighters 2 ran at 60. Ain't no way. Nah, they got.
But isn't Forgotten Land also 30? Unless it's 60 FPS. Is it 60 FPS now?
It's 60 FPS now.
Okay.
Now.
So yeah, no, I can see Star Allies getting. I don't know if it would get a Nintendo Switch 2 edition or it would just get an update that just solves the issues that you have with the game. Because Nintendo Switch 2 editions usually try to add some kind of content, like even as bare bones as the Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild update were for Switch 2. They did add like some small changes and added some content.
Yeah.
So what would they add to Star Allies if they were going to go back and give it its deserved like update? Or what would they be adding?
I think, to be honest, they don't need to add anything other than a graphical update and make it run smoother. They don't need to make it look better. It already looks like a stellar Kirby game already. It needs to be or function as like how people are like, ayo, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and 3 need frame rate increase. That's all it needs. Because it already has a lot of updates. They updated and dropped so many characters into that game to the point where each playthrough can be its own experience, and each character has their own like story mode, I guess, kinda. They have a mode where you can play as a character and they get to go through like the story. It's kind of just like
it's like Helper to Hero.
Yep, pretty much. And then you fight a big boss at the end, and they all have their own movesets. It's all good. In terms of that, that's like a whole good package. And if they make it like a good deal, they're like, "Ayo, this game is on sale, and it's gonna have a free update."
Sale.
It's not gonna happen. Don't worry, I'm hoping.
Sale, bro. You lost me at sale, bro.
It's not gonna happen, but I could dream. The dream is that it does get a frame rate increase. That's all I need. But what about you? I think those are like my 3 picks: Pikmin, Kirby, and Xenoblade Chronicles.
Well, Nintendo Switch 2 editions. It would be really funny if they make a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Smash Ultimate. And they just add like a few stages and like they essentially just add like 3 characters and 3 stages, and then they just call it a day, and they're just like, we're not gonna have a new Smash Brothers for a while, but we'll have a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Smash Ultimate just to tide everybody over for a while, because realistically, what are we going to be doing for Smash anytime soon?
Twiddling your
like
fucking thumbs.
Yeah, so it's just like, I could see a Smash Ultimate Nintendo Switch 2 edition where they just add a couple more things. Maybe add more single player content. Maybe add Smash Run back to Smash.
You want Kirby Air Riders 3? You want Kirby Air Ride 3? Technically, that would be the actual 2, considering how it functions.
Like, just add all, like, just make like an ultimate deluxe, pretty much, where it's just like it has all the content in it, and then you add the extra single player modes and stuff. Like they finally have the time to add this more single player content and stuff like that. Add like a few more characters. You don't need a lot. Like I would say, add like Dante from Devil May Cry. Add some new characters that people have been asking for that didn't make it in. Don't give Waluigi though. Don't let the Mario fans win. They don't deserve anything.
Don't let them. They don't deserve anything. That man's not even canon.
Add Bandana D though. You should add Bandana D and Marks.
Holy crap!
Yeah, add Bandana D and Marks. I mean, I don't.
He didn't even get in. Is crazy, and the fact that Marks became a boss and almost jumped up the age rating for the game for Smash Ultimate and not Bayonetta is nuts.
So yeah, I would just want a Nintendo Switch 2 Smash Ultimate thingy. I feel like that'd be interesting to see because what else? So Smash Ultimate. I really gotta dig deep in my brain here. Because they're definitely not making a Nintendo Switch 2 edition for Mario Odyssey. There's no point.
You could do Luigi's Mansion. That game runs. Does it run?
Is it not 60?
I don't remember. I remember it being probably 30, but I could be wrong. But remember, that came out on Switch, and nothing runs smooth as a GameCube game. Like Luigi's Mansion 1. Smooth. 3, I don't remember it being smooth. They could give it that extra love, that love tap. I don't think that would be that bad. It might not be that bad.
It runs at 30 FPS.
30? Okay. Well, you know what they gotta do now.
Yeah, it runs at 30 FPS, not 60. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, they could do that. They could totally do that. I mean, I don't care about Luigi's Mansion at fucking all, so that, but it would be cool. Like, some of the games that they have, like, I think Mario Odyssey already ran at 60 on Switch 1, but they obviously, after the power to Switch 2, bumped it up in terms of, like, I don't remember how much frames it runs now, but like it definitely bumped stuff up. So I feel like Luigi's Mansion 3 could get something like that. For sure. Like just a small thing, doesn't like add any content to it. It just ups the frame rate. Just like you wanted with Star Allies as well. Shit, I'm really trying to think. I really don't play that many Switch games, do I?
Shit, we barely touch our Switches. I'm gonna be sold that ass.
Yeah.
They gotta give me a reason.
Look,
that's why
play
this Direct needs to come out and this partner showcase. Because like, whoa, it's just here.
What realistically could get a Nintendo Switch 2 edition is ARMS. ARMS could get a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Now hear me out on this one. I really had to dig deep in my brain for this one.
It's like ARMS.
Hear me out.
The Switch 1 cycle.
Yep. Hear me out on this one.
You know for a fact we got nothing to look forward to in 2026. Starving. We look like the Spider-Man fans starving because we still waiting for Spider-Verse. We out here fiending for the next lick. We gotta go back to ARMS?
Like, hear me out. It's to give the game some new life. Like, maybe on the Switch 2, they could try again. Like, there's no ARMS 2, but we can get a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of ARMS that adds a bit more characters, more stages, and, like, some new game modes or something. I don't know.
Did it, when they announced, like, Mingman for, like, Smash... They like made a free trial again available for like ARMS. Like that's kind of crazy if you think about it. I think so, or it was like a test run. No. It was the tournament to see who was going to be the next playable character in Smash. I think.
Oh,
I forgot which one
okay.
it was. It was either or. But it's fucking hilarious.
So yeah, I mean, it's definitely not going to happen. But I'm really digging deep in my brain here because Nintendo, most of the games we got for Switch 1 was Wii U ports. So like, maybe they really can't rely on that many. Oh, now I know. Mario Maker 2. Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Mario Maker 2. That was one of the main ones. Bro, I think it has the potential to get a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Why? Because I don't think we're going to get a Mario Maker 3. Realistically, I feel like Mario Maker 2 is... They really did all they could with Mario Maker in terms of, like, as a concept with Mario Maker 2. Like, they realistically could add more enemies and more gimmicks, but that's about it. I don't think they really need to make a Mario Maker 3. So if they make a Mario Maker 2 Nintendo Switch 2, wow, this is the long-ass title edition, they could potentially add another gameplay style. They could add... Well, they could add Super Mario Brothers 2 USA. They could add a Super Mario Wonder style. And they could just add more enemies and gimmicks. Like I said, that's about it. Maybe add more like world styles. Like they add different level theme, add additional level themes. That's really all I can see. Because realistically, I can't really foresee a future where we get a Mario Maker 3. But if they do give like a Nintendo Switch 2 update, I feel like that could be possible. That they add more stuff to it. Because remember, there's like an alternate gameplay styles thing, and it's just one thing there. And it's just 3D World. Like, I felt like they wanted to add more, but they just never did. And this could be the chance to do it. But those are my 3. ARMS Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, Smash Ultimate Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and Mario Maker 2 Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Those are the ones I would say could be cool.
Oh my lord. We got the cast. We got the cast of games that are probably not going to show up, and then they're going to hit us with Fire Emblem remakes of games that we did not want. We're going to get Fate's remake. We're going to get a Fate's remaster.
A remake and a remaster? What?
Yeah. And they're going to make a Fire Emblem movie. Oh yeah, it's Fire Emblem time.
I mean, a Fire Emblem anime movie would go hard. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not even a fan of Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I'd probably watch it. They'll have my ticket for sure. It'll probably be better than the Mario movies as a whole, so it doesn't even matter.
There's a lot that's better than the Mario movies.
You think?
like with the Zelda movie, I feel like they're gonna base that off of Breath of the Wild. If I'm being honest, like I'm just looking at, like they might mix some elements of Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild together to make a mishmash, like they did with Mario. Like the Mario movies, it's a mishmash of everything. So this new Zelda movie is like a mishmash of everything too. It's like I don't know if it'll be post-apocalyptic like Breath of the Wild, but they'll have every race. They'll have the Gerudo, the Rito, the Zora, and stuff like that all together again. And it'll probably have like the champions thing. I don't know. Like I have no faith in the Zelda movie either. It shouldn't have been live action.
Crazy. You said it shouldn't have been live action?
No, it should have been an anime.
I think it should have been live action. Zelda works more in live action than any other series.
I just don't want to imagine live action Gorons. I think that's really it.
I want to imagine live action Gorons. It's gonna be like looking at Thanos, and they're just gonna have like someone's face over it and model it over. You already know how it's gonna look with the CGI. It's gonna look fugly, but it's gonna be amazing.
Live action
you say that
Rito.
You're not ready for like Gorons. You're not ready for Zora. Oh god, they're gonna look ugly.
I mean, Zora are probably just gonna look like the blue people from Avatar.
Nintendo's gonna get sued. Like, we can't have 2 blue people in cinema. That's crazy. It's like, bro, we've been doing this shit long ass time.
Yeah, I haven't been a big fan of of Nintendo's movie ventures so far, but hopefully they do get better with it. I mean, they're not the best at storytelling, but they're gonna have to now because now the focus is on the story. So let's see if they actually deliver with the Zelda movie, Mario Galaxy movie, and the potential Donkey Kong Country movie in the works. So we'll see.
I'll be there for that Donkey Kong. I need to see K. Rool on the screen. Let's go. 2028. That's gonna be the year.
Yep.
But golly, it seems like that is all the talking points on the podcast. I guess we're gonna have to save Sonic for another podcast because, like,
yeah, it was just too much. I already knew. I was like, okay, the Sonic stuff, definitely not. Like yeah, no. We IVF'd enough.
But it's definitely been goddamn fun doing this podcast.
Oh, 100%. Like, also, we'll know if the leakers were right tomorrow.
True. Which means
because they always announce it the day before.
That is true. Which means I gotta make sure this shit uploaded tomorrow.
Right. Yep.
So I'm gonna be struggling editing for a couple of hours. But
I mean, is there that much to edit? Unless you're talking about like audio specifically.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad considering it's just like, you know, audio. Obviously, I'm gonna.
Oh, did you stop the recording already?
No, it's still going.
Oh, it's still going. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi, everybody.
Guess we're still here. But I don't even know how to end these. I don't even know how to end these. I'm not even gonna lie.
How do you end these? How do we end this? Bye.